Welcome to Z Life. I'm Professor Zed, and this is a Z Moment. Now, today we are going to be talking about fat, specifically the types of fat that your body has and how your body naturally breaks fat down for energy. Okay, now, your body has two different types of fat. Okay, so the first type of fat that your body has is what we call subcutaneous fat. Subcutaneous fat is the type of fat that you have that is directly under your skin. It's the type of fat that makes you look bad in your clothes, okay? Then you have a different type of fat that is called visceral fat. Visceral fat is inside your belly. It's inside your belly. You can't really feel it. You can't touch it because it's inside around the organs. That's visceral fat. Now, to put it simply, subcutaneous fat makes you look bad. Visceral fat kills you. It makes you sick and it kills you. People who have visceral fat, they end up with can end up with diabetes, high blood pressure, metabolic syndrome, high cholesterol, and things like that. So visceral fat kills you. Subcutaneous fat make you look bad. You don't want either of them, but the one that is worse for you is what we call visceral fat. Now, how do you tell whether you have visceral fat or subcutaneous fat? Well, if you would like to do a test to find out which one you have, it's rather simple. You can just simply take a look at it. If you're looking behind me and those pictures that we have here, you can see, like on this picture, that the fat is hanging outside, so you can clearly grab the fat. And after the weight loss, you can still see a little bit of the loose skin, but it's gone. Over here as well, you can see that those fat are outside. And a better picture maybe is with this one with the belly. You can see the fat, and you can probably grab it if you wanted to. Now, when it comes to visceral fat, it is a little bit different with visceral fat, because with visceral fat you can't really grab it. Even though you can see here that this gentleman, he actually has a big round stomach. Even though you have some loose skin in this area here with some fat inside of it, if you were to touch his stomach, it would actually feel like a golf ball. So when it comes to visceral fat, you cannot touch it. It makes the stomach hard, and you can't touch it because it's actually inside the stomach, so you don't have access to it. And that's one quick simple way to tell which kind of fat that you have. If you want to find out for sure the amount of fat that you have and where it's located, you can just certain machines nowadays can help you figure that out just by standing on them and holding a piece of equipment in your hand, and it tests your types of fat and how your fat is distributed in your body. Now, let's get to the good part. How does your body break down fat for energy? Okay, your body uses a three-step process to naturally get rid of fat. Say, for example, you need energy. Okay, so you're low on sugar and your body needs energy to function. And you don't eat, or you're not in a position where you can actually eat. So what your body does is that it starts to break down fat for energy. But first, before it does that, it goes to the liver and use the sugar that is stored in the liver for energy. If that sugar amount is not enough and you still need more energy, what the body does then is that it goes and it picks up fat cell. First, it takes the fat and it opens up the fat, the pores in the fat, and then fat comes spilling out of the fat cell. Once the fat is released from the fat cell, so we call that step one, so you can call that melt, okay? Once the fat is released from the fat cell, then it enters into your circulation where it's carried to the liver to be broken down for energy. So you can call that step two, and that is called move, okay? And the last thing that happens is that after the liver breaks down the fat for energy, right, it creates both sugar and something called ketone bodies for energy, okay? Then you have the byproducts, okay, the toxins and the hormones and the waste that are released from the fat cell that was broken down, right? So now the body has to do something with that. So it takes all those waste toxins and stuff like that, and it excretes, it kicks them out of your body by using your kidneys, bowels, and urine and things like that to get it out. And you can also breathe it out. You can also sweat it out depending on the amount of toxins that you actually have. So in a nutshell, that's how your body gets rid of fat. it melts it. That means it breaks it down. Then it moves it into the circulation, carries it to the liver, and then it flushes it out of your body. You can think of it as melt, move, flush. Why is this important? Because anything that you do, any treatment, any procedure that you do to lose weight or to get rid of fat, that does not follow your body's natural process of fat removal, may work temporarily, but in the long term, you will gain the fat back. So make sure that whatever you're doing to lose weight or to get rid of body fat, that it follows your body's natural process of fat removal. That is, it melts, it moves, and it flushes. If it does not do that, it's only a temporary measure and the fat will come back. All right, so I will see you next time. If you like the information that you heard here, please let us know and give us a like. See you next time. I'm Professor Zed, and this was a Zed Moment.